The evil empire, the dynasty that everybody outside of New England wants to falter. Well, can they keep it up? Can they win another one? Let's talk about the Patriots' chances to win Super Bowl 53. Hey, what is going on, Headliner Nation? Kyle Richardson back with another episode previewing Super Bowl 53. And this time we're going to talk about the New England Patriots. And let's talk about what they need to do to walk away from here and get Tom Brady yet another ring. They've looked good in the playoffs so far. Now, this is a team that some people counted out at different parts during the season. We said, oh, dynasty's over. They're not going to be able to hang on any longer. And then they come out and they get through the playoffs, a dominating win over the Los Angeles Chargers, and then a game that was squeaked out, if you'd like to say it, against the Kansas City Chiefs, and they find themselves right back in familiar territory. Now, the thing that I'm keeping an eye on personally, especially at the start of the game, the New England Patriots for back-to-back weeks absolutely controlled the ball through their running backs. Against the Los Angeles Chargers, James White, on that first drive alone, had several catches. Both of these games, the game against the Chargers and the game against the Chiefs, they really extended the drive. They really made the other defense wear down. They kept the ball as long as they possibly could against these good offenses. Are they going to do the same thing against the Los Angeles Rams, another good offensive team? Again, I just mentioned it. James White was really the guy on that first drive a few weeks back against the Chargers, catching balls out of the backfield. Nobody could stop him. He was the guy at one point. Every touch that he had went for a first down. He's looked really good the last couple of weeks, but as good as he's looked, Sony Michel has looked just as good. A couple weeks ago against the Chiefs, they really extended that drive, that first drive with Sony Michel, and they just kept handing him the ball and handing him the ball. And he's also dominated within the red zone as well. So right now, the game plan for the New England Patriots is in the backfield. James White and Sony Michel are the two guys that they're looking at, and even Rex Burkhead. Rex Burkhead was kind of the closer. We'll put some quotes around that. He was the closer last week, so he had the game-winning touchdown. He was there. He was in there during crunch time because he's kind of the best of what James White and Sony Michel are mixed together. So Rex Burkhead is really in the middle on carrying the ball and receiving the ball. He can do a little bit of both. I don't think he's nearly as good as a runner as Sony Michel, and he's not nearly as good as a pass catcher as James White. But if they need to have someone in there that can do both, Rex Burkhead is going to get some looks. So look for him to still be a part of this game plan. Now, passing-wise, what do we see happening? Now, what we're going to end up doing, I mentioned this about the Chiefs last week, that the Patriots were going to control the ball on the ground. They were going to short little dink and dunk passes like they're known for, and then at some point, Tom Brady might hit somebody for a deep pass. Well, the deepest pass that you're really seeing is maybe 15, 20, 25 yards down the field. But the closer that the Rams defense starts to creep to the line, the easier it is for Rob Gronkowski to get out there and get behind defenders for some big plays. Now, he's not going to break any huge gains necessarily. You can tell that he's just not the same athlete that he used to be. But if he gets behind the defense, he can take chunks of yards away, especially on big third downs. Chris Hogan had some really big third down catches last week as well. So he's a guy that you just forget about, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he has a big play. And then, of course, Julian Edelman. Now, we've talked about the offense a little bit. What are they going to do on defense? How are they going to control the Los Angeles Rams? Well, number one is that they're going to have to stop the run game. They're going to have to do everything they can to stop Todd Gurley and C.J. Anderson. And honestly, they should make Jared Goff beat them through the air. Not because I think Jared Goff is a bad quarterback for any reason, but make the youngster, make the guy who hasn't been on this stage for nearly as long, who hasn't been to a Super Bowl yet, make him beat you. Put some pressure on him. Make him win the football game. Make him win it through the air. Because what you're going to do is, if you can control the game on the ground and you can keep Sony Michel, Rex Burkhead, and James White active, and they can peel down the clock like they have the first 2 weeks, then at some point the Rams are going to say, screw it, we need to go. We need to start throwing the ball. And that's what could end up happening. What is the Rams front line going to do, though? Aaron Donald, Ndamukong Suh, Dexter Fowler. What are these guys going to do? Dante Fowler, excuse me. What are they going to do on the front line trying to stop the run? If they can stop the run and they force Tom Brady to now win football games, Tom Brady has had really excellent back-to-back weeks. In fact, in terms of QBR, these have been two of his best playoff weeks ever these last couple of weeks. So there's a lot that could really happen on either side of the ball for the New England Patriots this week. And it's hard to bet against the Rams. It's hard to bet against the Patriots. It really is. They've been here before. They've done it before. I'm not giving my official prediction on the game right now, but this is what the Patriots need to do in order to beat the Rams in Super Bowl 53. It's going to be a close one. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter. It might come down to a kick. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out, but being indoors in the dome, at least, it's good to know that we're not going to have a whole lot of weather affecting this game. So look for these things from the New England Patriots this week in Super Bowl 53 against the Los Angeles Rams. And if they can execute, then they give themselves a great shot to win. Make sure you subscribe to the Fantasy Headliners. Hit that button below. Like the video as well. Leave a comment. What do you think the Patriots need to do to win Super Bowl 53? And can they beat the Los Angeles Rams? Let us know here at the Fantasy Headliners and we'll get back to you. You can follow me at krich1532. Follow Jake at Fantasy Headliners at FNTSY Headliners. And make sure you check out our Super Bowl overall preview and our Rams preview as well, what they need to do to win the big game. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week. Enjoy the game, and we'll check you next time. Thanks.